When the cultivation chamber door was opened, this clone who had grown from birth to 40 years old in just 17 days was finally successfully revived. However, her intelligence was only at infant level. To solve this problem, I had no choice but to temporarily inject her with a sedative. My colleague couldn't believe we had actually succeeded.
I did it! We did it! She's perfect, man.
Next, I revived my son and eldest daughter, but currently the most difficult challenge was figuring out how to implant their pre-death memories into the clone brains. I only had 3 days left. Recalling the countless failed experiments before and the scenes of my family's death, I began to fear my wife might go insane and harm herself. Reluctantly, I prepared to end my wife's life. Just then, things took a turn. My boss called, urging me to come to work at the company. While answering the phone, I unconsciously placed my hand on my wife's hand and was surprised to discover that the consciousness detector actually detected my wife's consciousness fluctuations. If I removed my hand, the fluctuations would disappear. At that moment, I finally understood. The previous experiments had been failing not because of technical issues, but because when a human brain is transplanted into an artificial brain, it doesn't know this itself. So, upon awakening, it still tries to connect to human body and organs. But androids are entirely made of cold titanium alloy metal, which creates a rejection reaction between them, causing the experiments to fail. Now, the clones are real flesh and blood bodies, which can definitely solve this problem perfectly. My colleague agreed with my viewpoint. When I began the memory transplantation, it represented a cross-generational advancement in medicine. Things went exactly as I had predicted. After awakening, my wife called out my name.
Louis?
Baby.
You have any idea what we just did? I mean, this is the single greatest thing that I have ever done in my life. Oh, God.
And I put the wedding ring back on her finger. Looking at my family reappearing before me, I was overjoyed, thinking everything was finally over. But things took an unexpected turn. At night, my daughter suddenly awakened from a nightmare, dreaming of the scene when her mother died in the car accident. Only then did I realize the memories hadn't been completely deleted. While my daughter was sleeping, I deleted the related memories again. But my wife discovered all of this. Having lived together for decades, I knew I couldn't deceive my wife, so I told her everything.
Tell me the truth.
There was a crash. You and the kids died. I brought you back. You replicas.
Knowing the truth, my wife calmly accepted everything, as she deeply loved me too. A few days later, by chance, she saw a girl who looked remarkably like our youngest daughter, Zoe. Lost memories began to gradually return, and she questioned who was missing from the family photos. Just as I was about to lie, my wife saw right through me.
And I remember what you look like when you're lying.
At that moment, the crisis finally arrived.